Some bullish news for the Drip Network and the Animal Farm. Let's get into it. Welcome to DeFi Crypto Talk, where you talk everything DeFi in the cryptocurrency space. For all my subscribers out there, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. So as you can see, the drip price is currently $1.52. We've been in the $1 range for most of the day and most of pretty much the previous week. Looks like we're sort of trending down now here for a little bit. But again, as I've said in previous videos, I'm here, all the way to the end, whether it goes up to $50 or it comes back down to, 1 penny. I will still be here collecting drip, building my drip faucet bags, as I believe in the future of drip. So not financial advice. So I'm taking advantage of these cheap prices and will continue to build my bag. So that's the update on the price as far as my faucet's concerned. So getting really close to hitting that 2,000 deposit goal of mine, and then eventually moving on to a 3,000 deposit goal. So overall loving the 1% daily in the faucet, and overall just loving being in the drip network in general. Now I know the prices right now don't really have been going down for some time now, but again, we have some pretty bullish things, and here's some things later on, just I'll talk about too, that I think are going to help the protocol out. So that's the update on the drip network. Now as far as the animal farm, so animal farm's been killing it. So 151 million. So we did drop slightly. I think we were 154 previously before. However, I will say the upward trajectory has been pretty good for the animal farm. So really good to see us staying above 150 million and continuing to have strong increases every other day or so. So looking good there. And then as far as the pigs token, we're looking at about close to $128, and then the dogs token is sitting at close to 58, 57, 53 right now. So overall loving animal farms, just absolutely killing it. And Forex did mention something, I'll talk about it here later in the video, that he's going to start releasing some new products. So I think that's going to help out a lot with the animal farm. And I know a lot of people on the forums or the Telegram groups that I've seen are making just absolute killing off of it. So that's why I want to try to increase my position in some of these other the dog pound and so on and so forth. So moving on to the garden. Now the garden has taken a lot of hate as of lately. Forex did mention early on that it was a high risk high reward type of thing to get into, but from what I've seen, if you take profits once in a while, at least this is just in my case, that it hasn't been as that bad. So what I've seen though is a lot of people just almost emptying their wallets, from what I can tell, and getting out, which is fine. It's their money, it's their right to do whatever they would like with that. But I do believe the garden does have a future, and that's why I continue to to compound in the garden once in a while, and I still do take profits. I am full disclosure with you guys. Each and every time I do, I brought up my wallet to show you that I have and when I do. I do as well, but at the same time, I don't want to take it all out because I know the future of the garden. Now, had I not taken profits and just kept building my garden, I'd probably be a lot higher, that's for sure, and I'll probably have a lot more earnings. But that just wasn't my strategy to begin with. So I always wanted to once I hit $1 million, start taking some profits here and there to build up. Now, the best thing probably would have been to do, and this is one of the mistakes I think I made in the garden, was take profits when I was making roughly $1,000 per day or $800 per day, which I was not doing, which is absolutely crazy. I think I took profits maybe once or twice, but other than that, I just kept putting it back in the garden, trying to build it up, and it got to an extreme high. It looked great from there, but then obviously we seen as time went on, it just kept decreasing, and I kept investing and recompounding, and just wasn't holding. So is it all over for the garden? Absolutely not, but I think it's going to take some time to build back up. Now, as far as my garden's concerned, so I'm still holding at a little bit over 6.2 million. Again, so I told you guys I will be taking profits, so 6.2. Even though this is a lot better than nothing, so I'll be continuing to I'll probably take this out as well, and then tomorrow I'll start just recompounding as well back into the garden. So plan on taking this, and as putting it into my faucet. So. But overall in the garden, what can I say? People are taking their funds out. They're getting, and I think, quite honestly, I think this might get a little bit worse as Forex starts releasing more project onto the animal farm, because I think people are just going to be shied away from the garden. And it's one of the new shiny things on the block type of thing, psychology that people just start investing in, which is fine. The garden, but it's still paying each and every day. So I'm going to stick with it. I may start to dabble in some other things on the site, but definitely will be in the garden for life. So that's my garden update. Now, as far as my per day earnings, we'll start with the garden. So I know that's taking a hit. So $11 per day as far as drip is concerned. I think I was at 31 previously. So that was that. $28 per day. And then the piggy bank, roughly $1 ish, I imagine. Let's see. Yep, $1.56 per day. So overall, still earning a decent amount daily. So in some places, full day's wage, so not too bad there. But I know eventually we'll have that turnaround, and that'll all move up from here. Now, as far as the new players today, 79 new players a day, which is absolutely awesome. I think it's good. We still continue to see a rise in players each and every day, whether it be 50, 100, 3 at one time. We had that one day that it was fairly low, but overall it's nice to see new players, new wallets coming in, and it'll be interesting to see as time goes on, because there's some stuff I'm going to talk about next. I think it's going to help bring in more players, and then also to hopefully help with the price as well, start to get that price pumping up. But in the meantime, I'll take it. 79 players a day, so looking good there. Now, to the point of the video, so some bullish information. So Forex just posted this. I believe this was today, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so today. We have a big week ahead of us. So 2 developer meetings today. One of them to decide whether we are ready to give a date for our next product delivery. So I'm assuming because it's a pig, it's going to be something for the pig's token. I don't know. I thought, and correct me if I'm wrong too, I know there's so many things coming out that he had talked about. Scratchy, there's some updates, some new UI he talked about for the animal farm, and some allowing others to get more dogs tokens, so some upgrades, I should say. So there's a lot of stuff going on. I know that Forex has going on behind the scenes, but specifically product delivery, I can only imagine is probably something with the pigs token. Could be wrong, but we'll see. Also too, they'll be submitting the final draft for approval for Bloomberg today, so I think that's good. Let me know if you guys think that actually is like one of the things that would sort of help out the protocol. So I know way back in the day, early in the crypto days, a coin would pump just a ridiculous amount of numbers just because of the fact that it was on Yahoo Finance of some, on an article somehow, and or any site rather. I mean, now I don't know if it still has that kick that it used to, but I think it's still good to get the word out there. So looking at there, and then lastly, he's going to be making huge progress, on scheduling a major marketing campaign. So overall, looking really good. I'm curious to see. We've heard him talk about campaigns and a lot of this stuff a lot before. So I'd be really curious to see how this campaign's going to, bring more people in. And you can see it in the animal farm, though. I mean, animal farm is killing it when it comes to TVL. So I know there's a lot of people coming in there. We've obviously seen, because of the fact that drip hasn't really been as of now, as of a while, sort of been advertised, that we haven't really seen any huge spikes. Most people selling, and I think that's a lot of people selling, just going to the animal farm. So hopefully once the animal farm gets hyped up to where it needs to be, then we can get those guys coming back into the drip network. But in the meantime, I think it's all good to have these guys coming in, because if you think about it, even if they're coming to the animal farm, they're going to go to the Find Out About Animal Farm Telegram group, and 99% of the time they're going to be looking at somebody's chat or a chat feed, and guess what? It's going to probably mention something about drip, and then that will spark the curiosity of getting into drip. That's how I sort of got into the garden, because I was in the manor farm and somebody kept mentioning the garden. I saw it on the animal farm. I had the manor farm, I had no idea what it was. And then just future wise, in the future, all of a sudden now I'm now I'm in the drip faucet talking about it. So I'm just saying, I think that's good, either or. But yeah, I cannot definitely wait to see some, some advertisement or some new stuff coming in the Drip network, some new use cases, or at least some utilities. This gamification he mentioned a while back, I'm really curious to see, and it sounds like he has a fairly large team helping him out there, doing a lot of this stuff, which is great, which I think that's what we need. But overall, yeah, really bullish on Forex and just all the updates he has coming out for us. So in the meantime, I think the news coming out for the Animal Farm is just as bullish for the Animal Farm, and it is the Drip network. We may not see it immediately, but I still think we will get some spillover from the Animal Farm success into the Drip network. I know Forex talked about separating the two, but I'm under the impression that even if they are still separated, I mean, you can go in these chats and you'll see, I mean, it doesn't take long to find somebody mentioning Drip, or say Drip is king, which it is, just in the chat. So that lets me know already that, we eventually, I'm pretty sure we're going to get some people coming over here, and I think they both really need each other to become successul. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you think about the marketing plan and just overall, your just general feelings, going forward and being in the Drip network and the Animal Farm. Really, I know the Drip price is sort of level off here at $1.50. Seems like we're going a little bit lower, so I'd like to get your guys' opinion on how low we go. Because if we go any lower than this, then I'm gonna have my bags ready to spend some money. So anyway, that's the video for today. Hope you guys like it. Please comment, like, subscribe at the very bottom. I appreciate your time, and I will see you on the next one.